Hi, this is John and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by today. Listen, I have a great beginner's routine for all of you beginners out there that you want to start out safely, effectively. It's going to get great gains. This is how I start out all of the beginners when I start training them. Okay? So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to list off for you 6, 7 exercises, and those exercises are mainly to be done in the 8 to 12 repetition range. There's only one exercise at the very beginning. I want you to shoot a little bit higher. And that's the very first exercise, and that one is squats. On squats, I'm talking about doing free weight barbell squats with the bar on the back of your shoulders. You can also do them with dumbbells held in your hand, but those squats are to be done for 12 to 20 repetitions. And you can do one set of each of these exercises after you do a general warm-up on your elliptical machine, on jogging in place, the treadmill, whichever you choose. Okay, so we're going to start off with doing one clean set of each exercise and just going back to back all 7 exercises in a row. And you're going to do this routine for a solid 2 weeks. During those 2 weeks, you're going to go 3 times per week. For example, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and just do one set of each of these exercises, okay? Back to back, all 7 exercises. So the first one is squats, 12 to 20 repetitions after you're warmed up. And then deadlifts, 8 to 12 repetitions. Those deadlifts are going to be pretty severe as far as using your entire body after you've done squats. You're going to feel pretty winded, and it's a great exercise to use with strictly a barbell. I'm only recommending using a barbell. No hex bar, no dumbbells off to your side. The barbell will train you to hinge off of your hip. You can look in the link in the description of this video and you'll see I'll put up a link for one of my other videos where I taught how to do proper deadlifts, and you'll see where that hinge motion comes into play and how a barbell is very effective at helping you to do such a thing. A hex bar, dumbbells at your side, it's not the same. So, second exercise, deadlifts, barbell deadlifts. Third exercise, pull downs. Now when we do these pull downs, again, that's 8 to 12 repetitions. You're going to go for it with this exercise. It's using your back, your biceps, your forearms, whereas the first 2 exercises, squats, used a lot of muscles from your neck down to your ankles, but mainly your legs. And your back was a stabilizer when you did those squats. Deadlifts, again, a lot of muscle groups from the top of your head all the way down to your heels, and mainly using your legs and your back muscles. This exercise, the pull downs, your back, your biceps, your forearms, your rear delts. You can look on the anatomy chart to see exactly where I'm talking about, but it's a lot of muscle yet again. And then the fourth exercise, dumbbell bench presses. You can do them on the flat bench or on the incline bench. I prefer the flat for beginners. It teaches very, very good form. Again, with dumbbells, and to check, again, I'll put up a link in in the description of this video, a link to how to position your elbows when you do those dumbbell bench presses, okay? You keep them at an angle like this, so it saves your shoulders, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Dumbbell bench presses. Next exercise, dumbbell shoulder presses. You're sitting more upright, almost vertical, but not quite. You're going to use an angle of about 80 degrees, 70 degrees to the ground. Keeping the elbows in front of you, press them up like that. Dumbbell shoulder presses. So I really like this workout so far. What are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exercises into it. Nearing the end now. All 8 to 12 repetitions except for those squats at the beginning. Now we're up to doing curls. Curls is your choice. You can use a barbell or 2 dumbbells. As a beginner, I recommend using the barbell. Go ahead and curl it up just for basics. But if you find any restriction in your wrists or your shoulders, and again, it depends on your age, your stage, any injuries in the past, then dumbbells are probably the way to go. Okay? So curls, 8 to 12 repetitions. And lastly, planks. To do a straight, regular, straight-on plank and hold that plank for 1 minute. If you can't get a minute, that's absolutely okay. Build up to it. Start off with your goal being 30 seconds and then build up to getting that 1 minute. If you can get a minute on a solid plank where you're keeping that belly button tucked in and tension all across the front end of your body, you're going to get a great core workout, great abdominal workout, and you're going to train your body how to work in, how to stabilize everything from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. So planks to finish it off. Now, what are you going to do? Over the course of the next couple of weeks, you're going to take that workout and work it 3 times a week for 1 set each exercise. Now, after you get past the 2 weeks, bump it up to 2 sets per exercise and steadily increase the weight, increase the weight, increase the weight, but in good form. And then you're going to cut down after those 2 weeks from 3 times a week down to 2 times per week. 2 workouts per week. After you've done this, you'll continue on with that workout routine being done twice per week, 2 sets per exercise, and you're going to go and do that workout for a few months. How far? How many months, John? How far should I go? You're just going to go until you get to the point. You're going to be documenting everything in your workout log. You go to the point where you're unable to progress any longer. It becomes more difficult to progress. And the weights are getting kind of stuck. You're not able to increase the weights on a regular basis for most of the exercises. Once that happens and occurs for 2 weeks, that's the time period where you're going to have to start to back off and take a break from training. And at that point, you can go ahead and look at one of the more advanced workouts that I've written, maybe in one of my books. I've written it in Physique 101. I'll put the link down in the description of this video. But you'll go ahead and be able to learn how to do, with pictures, descriptions of all those exercises I've put in there in my workout book. You can download the book and you can move on to the next level after you do this beginning routine. It'll teach you, it'll train you how to work each exercise properly. Now, a little side note for you. You'll notice in my book that I'm very much a believer in doing single set training. I love doing single set training. The majority of the people that I train do single set per exercise training. I'm addressing this right now because you'll question, well, why am I having to do 2 sets at the beginning of this beginner's routine? Well, after that first couple weeks, I had to go from 1 to 2 sets. And that's because in a perfect world, you would be doing 1 set of everything. However, if you're not used to working out, then sometimes you can't get it in 1 set. Sometimes you can't generate enough intensity with just 1 set. So I have you do a second one just to make sure you got the proper hit with that muscle, on that muscle from that weight training routine. So that's it for today. My best beginning routine for you from my heart to you, John Hart. Feel free to comment below. And hey, before you leave, if you're liking these videos, please hit the subscribe button, the red subscribe button on your bottom right, and give me a thumbs up on your bottom left. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Hey, do you want John to be your personal trainer? Get your training and diet managed online by Mr. America himself. Go to MrAmericaHeart.com. It's in the link right here below in the video's description.